Hello and welcome to the Experiment Lab. This is
Hello.
the show, the Daily Show with JK. I'm joined by Iftikhar and Amar. Welcome, guys. Happy Friday. We made it through a week.
I hope all of you are doing good.
Yeah, hi JK.
Yes, Amar is here. Let's check with Amar.
Hi.
Are we doing good, Amar?
Yeah, I think we're
He's always doing good.
Does anything happen?
Nothing, just started. Is there anybody else yet to join, or we are only?
No, this is just going to be us. And today,
Okay.
surprise, I will unmute. And another project is going on, the live project meeting. Let's
Okay.
say that.
And Penny, I know that I think you mentioned that by Monday we need to go and provide those INC etc. details also, right? Why is that correct?
We're actually supposed to get back to them today because they have to submit the wrapper. So they're gonna need root cause, impact, when we're fixing it, which I think we almost have everything except the full impact.
Yeah, except for the full time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can we find more time on this?
No. No, so they just want the ETA when it's going to be fixed, but we need to get back to them and give them an update because they're more concerned about the impact to sustainability period, which was August, September, October. So how Rajani, how does this issue impact sustainability for market?
Okay, is it possible to share your screen so that we can see what's happening there?
I think what might have happened is system might have defaulted automation responses to no, but there's sort of three markets for it actually. So if business,
I think I am sharing. If it's not visible, let me know.
So technically, we don't have right responses in the system. Yeah. So the three products, what was automated? I think this will impact system because this change was implemented because of the markets FRB, and we are automating those products as part of this, right? So if the response is wrong, then it will definitely impact the system. This automation part was also part of automation part of that too, but the responses are wrongly given and user thought it's accurate and went forward. Okay. Yeah. That will have impact, not the automation portion. Correct.
But for 10,000 records.
No. It will be much less than 10,000. It will be much less than 10,000 because 10,000 once we apply the patch, because what is the true impact is only those work items which are initiated after 130 days which were applied, only those work items are being impacted. Even though the 10,000 population which is there, once we apply the patch, those will not get impacted because once you initiate the work item after you apply the patch, then those will, automation will take care of it, right? Pop automation.
Right.
Which was triggered after 130 is the true impact, which we do not know. And what Raji is saying is that we can know only after Wednesday. We promote this cut. I mean, if you want the worst case scenario population, what we can do is we can identify how many PRC workers were being initiated after 130 days per markets. We can just take that as a worst case scenario one. That might be, even the count will be a bit more, but that will be much higher. Worst, that's the worst count. Yeah.
Can we do that? At least we can give them a number. I feel better to give them that number than the 10,000. I mean, they have to know the 10,000, right? I mean, that's the true issue what happened, but if we can give them just how many were triggered after 1.30.
Yeah, Manoj, I think that count we can pull up, right? Manoj, that is, you can check to see how many PRCRs are triggered. I think even modify also we have account, right? PRCRs triggered and modify triggered, but also approve, and pending approval or approve. That's what we have. Even pending approval are not the real impact because if we identify the count, we can always tell people to return back. I don't know exactly that might happen for them, but do we need to take pending approval and approve for this count? What do you suggest? Maybe what we do, right, Rashid, is let's break it down every single button which is triggered, PRCR or modify for markets after October. By status, we'll break it down. Then maybe we can decide that, what sort of volume I think we want to really give them, right? Do we give all of them or do we give subset of that? Yeah. Actually, if we know the delta, this 10,000 itself, somewhere we can join to find out that here, that is much easier conversation, but unless we have it in production, we're not able to know. Or otherwise, is there any way we can load that into dev at least?
Hello.
Hello, I'm speaking with Shiva.
Yeah, I'm in a meeting. Can I call you back?
Yes, thank you.
Well, this is our live project meeting. It's an ongoing one. So I will exclusively make this recording to the members only. Since we are getting calls, let's go with that. Hello. Speaking. Who's this?
Hi, ma'am. This is Madam calling from Intellect.
What is this about?
We discussed regarding this is Madhav calling from Intellect AMC. Just now we discussed regarding the position of program manager. Mail. You gave me resume, right?
Yes.
I say $57 on W2.
Yep.
And I want to know, Shiva, at this position we need experience on SaaS. Do you have any experience on SaaS?
Can we discuss that later on? I am in the middle of a meeting.
Yeah, okay. When is the right time to call you?
After 30 minutes.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Nice.
So you were talking about that that's a live meeting was in place or is in place.
Yes, that is what I was talking about. And I think I lost the audio.
Okay.
Probably we can try to join back. And it looks like the meeting is ongoing.
Okay.
Master questions are involved. So that count also we can say, right? In that, then if you compare with the this 10,000K, because from that list. So if we compare with that, then we will get count, right?
Correct.
So,
Yep. No, that is what we are saying. I think both are saying the same. Only one difference you said was instead of blanketly checking how many PRCRs are modified triggered for markets, you are saying you want to go to the snapshot tables where we do an automation and you want to run and use that tables to find out how many customers automation was done. Either way, it will be the same count in my view, because every PRCR we do automation for markets, right?
Yeah. But one difference can happen because since this button was introduced not now, button is there from 28, I think 128. So even if the work item was created in 128 or 129 where button was available, if user has clicked the button, but the work item was created before 130 release, then also the market's auto population would have happened, because I can click the button, auto population will happen. It not necessarily all the work items will be post 130. If user has clicked it already, then there is also. So we should go with how many automation records have automation happened for up level, because it involves markets also. So how many that is.
So you want to check. So you want to check post 130 how many records automation was performed using the snapshot table.
Yeah, yes, that should be the total, and if we that compare that with the 10 that missing, then that will be the delta, or that will be the count of records impacted due to this 10,000.
But just want to identify, right? I think, sorry, I'm still not getting it. I mean, I understood what you're trying to say. But how will we know the true impact to say that, these are the work items which are initiated after 130 release, where the automation did not happen. The work item was created, right? I'm not saying.
No, I think Sandeep, what Manoj is trying to say is, if you're going to join the snapshot table, how many automation done post 130 and join with the 10,000 GF series, and it's matching, then all of them are impacted. Does not bother when the work item is created. That's what it's trying to say.
Oh, acha. Okay, I got it. So that means anything which is joining are the impacted population, you're saying. Okay.
Correct. Anything post 130, anything hitting the snapshot table means this GF series went to the automation process, and that is part of market's GF series list, means it's impacted. That's what it's trying to say.
I got it. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense, sir.
Yeah, that's also fine, Manoj. Either way, I think the best way to give the population. That's what we are interested in, rather than like business opening up saying that, oh, so many records. If the smaller the list, better. Whichever the best way to do it, we have to consider. Okay.
And so if we can limit at the GFCD level rather than the Contreplex level would be good, because we don't want to exaggerate the numbers at a Contreplex level.
Yeah, we can keep it that GFCD level for now, actually. Yeah. So Santosh, for step 2, I think for you, first step is you need to give us the delta GFCIDs impacted actually. Okay.
Sure.
By in the dev itself, we can load the same copy, and you're going to tell us these are the 10,000, whatever is the impacted list, which is not loaded in production. Once you give that, okay. I think we have to go to the production, and Manoj, I think hopefully you can help how we can join these tables and join to the snapshot automation tables post 130 release. How many automations were performed, and the GFCIDs are matching. That is the impact conference.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
So can that be given? Sorry, that when we need that, I think Penny was saying we need today or Monday morning. Is it what you said, Penny?
I think today we need to meet with them. We need to give them a number today.
So can that activity be complete today actually? Like the delta plus go to the production, and I mean production means at least you have to run the queries in production and then find the impact. Can it be done by today? Santosh, Manoj?
Yeah, Rajni, we can try. Yeah, at least I can roll this in dev to get the delta. So I think I should be able to get the delta today. In parallel, we'll work with Manoj on the query to get the impacted also maybe. So we'll work together and try to get something. Yeah.
So Santosh and Manoj, today is equal to yesterday.
It always is.
It's always.
Yeah. There is no other choice, right? Usually it's a yes or a yes.
Right. Sounds great. So we'll wait for the data. Do you think that we should really meet maybe later in the afternoon once again, just a quick call, or do you think we'll just get the data and then we can supply it? What do you guys think?
We can have a catch up maybe late in the evening, like 4:35 maybe sometime.
Okay. And in the meantime, maybe Samit, I think we should really prepare the RCA and all of those information in the email, and maybe we can review offline with Penny as well before we meet, so that we can just put in the numbers, but at least we can identify how we want to capture some of this information.
Yes, we'll prepare a draft, and after 4:30 call, we can send it on. Once we have the numbers, we can review it internally. Yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you all.
Thanks. Thank you. Wow. This got over, luckily.
Yeah.
And on a call, let's see like who that is. Hello.
Hi, am I speaking to Manikanda?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, this is Pradyuman from Cessna. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. So, sir, I received your application through email along with the resume for the position of the project manager based in Peapack, New Jersey. So, sir, it's an on-site role, full-time with TCS, and the end client would be Pfizer. So, will you be comfortable with that, sir?
Yeah, but some other recruiter already reached out for that, I believe. I'm not sure it's your company or you are from SysMind, right?
So, yeah, I'm from Sysmind, sir. So, like, have you submitted for this role, Pfizer?
Yes, I did. I think one of your manager as well, he spoke to me and he asked me to share some email that it was, how do I say that? Like it's been uploaded in the TCS portal, right?
Yeah.
It's already,
Exactly, sir. That's the process.
yeah, they have already
So, no
done
worries,
that.
sir. So, sir, was it Mohammed Sohail?
Can you come again?
Was it Mohammed Sohail? The person
Sohail,
who tried to reach you?
yes, Sohail, yes.
Yeah, okay. No worries, sir. So, thank you so much, sir. Have a nice day.
All right. So the question remains here, right? Again, you guys know that the live project that we are trying to show, and if people, my question here is, right, if people are, those who are in these meetings or in general, right, if they get to know this, don't you think they will get furious?
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody is doing things on my back and they record it and they publish it on YouTube or in the portal, obviously we will get upset, right?
That's true.
So what do you guys think that, like, then again, just now I spoke with the recruiter, right? And he just said, okay, did I share the wrong one? Okay, yes, I believe. Let me share the right one. And so this is what the recruiter was showing, that it will be shortlisted because we are already on the TCS project as well, right? So I don't know how he can be submitted, but they said like it's a full-time position. They will take care of it. What really they wanted is, it's the candidate's email, which they want us to forward it to them. And they can take care of uploading the profile in TCS and getting you the interview and all those things. They are doing it. So this is exactly why we wanted to expose this, because TCS and all the other companies, right? The billion-dollar companies, Cognizant, Infosys, I have to repeat all their names, right? Everybody is doing this by partnering and allowing people to do this, right? So these subcontracting companies, the smaller companies, to do this protocol, right? Get the details from the candidates and upload their details in their portal. So that way, like, they can protect themselves by saying that, like, oh, we just outsourced it and they provided these candidates, so we cannot be held responsible.
All right, can we consider this point, or can we talk this point in another way? The meaning, we can tell about it that, for example, TCS got a project from, let's say, PNC Bank, Wells Fargo,
Yes.
or any other companies. For example, the contract is for 1 year or 2 year. Now, it may be possible that they are hiring a person rather keeping a full-time, candidate. It would be more profitable for them if they hire a person for 1 year or 2 year of contract. So it may be one of the reason. Please correct me if I am wrong. But at the
Yes.
end of the time, who is suffering? The candidate is suffering because he is not getting a full-time job forever. The contract is finished, your job is also finished.
Exactly, right? So, Iftikhar, you are new to this, so you have this valid question and doubt. That is exactly why we are doing the show, right? How individuals, right, the individual candidates are being exploited. So, in the name of business, they are being harassed and kind of literally in terms of contract. Even if they hire you full time, that's the deal, right? Here,
Okay.
as you said, right? Just like how we got it for Peter, right? Through TCS, it's a PNC bank, and it is through the vendor IDC technology. So the IDC technology has been outsourced by TCS to do the background verification and do all those fraudulent activities, and then get them a candidate where they will place the candidate in PNC as a TCS employee, but actually not a TCS employee. And then if something goes wrong, the candidate doesn't perform well, or PNC bank manager got greedy, or they cut short the budget for various reasons, right? They don't want that resource, right? They don't fire, right? They inform TCS because they have a big contract with TCS, right? TCS is providing hundreds of employees. So they will let go of one person, and the suffering person is the candidate. So if you lose the project, even if you are on TCS full time, what they will do is like they will try to provide you opportunity to look for some other project in some other client, but they cannot allow you to be there on the bench forever, right? They might give you 2 weeks or short notice. Within that, like you have to get into another project. If not, you are fired. Even if you are full time, they can do that. And if they are contractor, the benefit is the day the contract ends with the PNC client, you are fired because you are not TCS employee. And they don't care whether you are IDC technology employee or independent contractor or what you are, right? So all they care is like they trusted IDC technology saying that, oh, we have approved you, scrutinized you, saying that like you are a legitimate subcontractor. So you provide the candidate resources, right? And if anything goes wrong, you will be held responsible legally. I am off the hook. So this is what the billion-dollar companies are doing. That is why like our contention is, at the end, it is always individuals who are affected and who are suffering.
Moreover, I believe a regular, if you compare regular employee and the contractual, or you can say outsourced employee, it is very easy for them to fire a candidate who is being outsourced, rather a regular or full-time employee of them. Am I right?
Yes, to a certain extent, right? Just now I mentioned you that, right? So if you have signed up a contract as a full-time employee, right? So this is what the deal is, right? So there will be like some terms and condition in that. If you are resigning, you have to give 2 months notice. And if they are, again, they can, all the employees, right? In US, they said like, it's, what do you call, like, I just forgot that term, at will service, right? So at will employment, right? That is without stating any reason, they can fire you.
Right.
So that is not going to be legally binding, but still everybody mentions that, right? So they don't have to give you any reason and they can fire you. So in case of full-time also, in case you negotiated and signed a contract that if they terminate you, you put a condition saying that like you have to pay me 2 weeks pay or 2 months or whatever terms, right? The higher the rank you are in executive level, people negotiate and they get some bonus and other things, right? So you cannot fire them easily. That is what they used to say, right? If you are full-time, they cannot fire you without any. So,
Correct.
but that is a general misconception, right? At a lower level, at a beginner level or a freshers, they will not have any upper hand or control over these employment, because it is always those companies will say like, okay, go ahead, we fired you, you want to sue us, go to the court. And who will be having that time and energy or money to hire an attorney or a lawyer to spend money to fight against billion-dollar company? Because they have a big legal team. Right? They will easily like screw up your life and drag the case. So it is always like going to be in their favor, right? At the end, like they can even kind of blacklist the candidates, and they will not allow. The beauty is, right, the candidate right now, the recruiter who spoke to me, right, his manager who, the mail I shared, right? So literally they are violating all the rules. And he mentioned that, have you worked with TCS before? And in any contract position or full-time? If it is full-time, I said like, yes, Shiva worked with TCS, and even now he's working on contract, right? So we cannot hide that, because his name and his employee ID are, they call it as business associate, BAID are there in the system, right? We cannot fool that. So we have to say that. And when I said like, no, not as a full-timer, then they said like, specifically mentioned TCS as a policy that if any full-time employee is fired, they will not hire them back.
Oh.
I got surprised. I said,
don't they have any data that who is working with them or who worked with them? Suppose if any recruiter company resubmit any profile for the same position, what will be happening that time?
That is what we have to find it out, right? That is why we conduct this experiment, and we wanted to expose that. I was not able to record that conversation, because they literally told me that if you have worked as a full-time, then TCS will not hire you back. If you have worked as a contractor through different vendors, that doesn't matter, right? They are okay with it, because it's a contract and they are not the employee, so they can come and go anytime, any number of times. So that is one thing like we have even done, right? So he has worked with TCS in the past, and a couple of times, right? 2-3 projects he has worked through TCS, even current now with the MetalLife project, right? So all those recordings are there for our members, exclusively members only content are there. And as you all know that, right? So we did an interview for Alex as well, right? Without that mention, it will not be interesting, right? Yesterday we had an interview for Alex, and it went well. Assume that like you guys know that even United Airlines, right? The company itself who are interviewing us directly, they also tell you that, right? It's a contract position, but in the future it will be like a contract to hire. And I just want our audience to see that as well, right? Let me share that portion. And I can play that out, right? So you guys remember these two ladies who did the interview, right? So this is, we will play this out like probably to our public audience, how the interview was, or the full interview in the coming week in the next episodes. So with that, right now, we are running out of time. We have other projects to jump in. So we are signing off for today. We'll see you all in the weekend Stop Now Talk Show. Bye for now.
Right.